Oh, hi. Is this Laurie?
Yeah.
Hi, Laurie. My name's Jennifer. I'm a volunteer with Emergency Support Services in Kamloops. I'm wondering if you have some time to talk to me right now for about a half an hour or maybe up to an hour.
Sure.
Great. I understand that you stopped by the reception center here in Kamloops at MacArthur Island, so I just wanted to follow up with you and see if there's any ways that we can support you today.
Yeah, we're totally not sure what to do. It's been raining for several days in Merritt, and our strata manager just told us to leave, so we weren't totally sure what to do or what to do now.
Okay, gotcha. You are in the right place, and we'll kind of walk through all of that right now. First, I'm just going to create a profile for you in our system, and then we can do what's called a needs assessment, and we can talk about how we can support you today.
Okay.
So I'm just going to ask you a whole bunch of questions at first, and then we'll kind of talk about what you might need after that.
Okay.
So I have your spelling for your first name as Laurie. Is that correct?
Yep.
And Smith is Smith.
Yep.
Okay, and I've got your birth date down as 5th month, 5th day, and 1975.
Yep.
Great, thank you. So emergency management and climate readiness will collect this information in the database here. So by submitting the information you're going to today, you authorize Emergency Management BC, or it's also known as Emergency Management and Climate Readiness, to communicate with you by email and about your registration and invite you to provide feedback about your experience. By submitting this information today, you'll confirm the information you have supplied is true and complete and consent to the verification of information provided regarding this application or subsequently provided application.
Okay.
Okay, Laurie, do you have insurance to cover your immediate needs?
I really don't know if it covers flooding. Through the strata, I think we do have some type of insurance, but I don't think it covers flooding of any kind.
Okay, when you have a chance in the next couple days, just see if you can look into it and find that out. I do have the phone number for the Insurance Bureau of Canada, if that's helpful.
No, that's okay. I'll contact our strata manager and see what we have through them.
Okay, sounds good. If you find out that you do have coverage, just let us know.
Okay.
So tell me about what happened today when you learned that you were on evacuation order.
We didn't even hear anything. Our neighbor next door knocked on our door, and he happens to be the strata manager, and he told us that everything was being evacuated and that we had to leave. So then we hurried up and threw some stuff in the vehicle and got Ben out and everything, and our cat, and just headed to Kamloops because that's where we got told to go. So.
And
yeah.
Sorry, who's Ben?
Our son.
Oh, okay. And you went straight to the reception center in Kamloops?
Yeah.
Okay. So Emergency Support Services provides short-term assistance to give evacuees a chance to recover. Have you thought about what you'll do after that time passes?
Hopefully go back home.
Okay. And have you been connected to any other services that we have here at the reception center?
No, I stopped by the Service Canada desk that they had there just to figure out, because my workplace was also closed down, so to get set up with EI.
Okay. Okay, so do you have any other household members that live with you?
It's just myself and my husband and our son.
Okay, and what's your husband's first name?
Maury.
And is that Maury?
Yes.
Okay, and what's his last name?
Smith.
Okay. Does he have a middle initial?
J.
All right. And he identifies as male?
Yep.
Okay, and do you know his date of birth?
June 6th, 1976.
Okay. Thank you. And you mentioned your son?
Yeah.
And his first name was Ben?
Ben.
And does he have the same last name as you?
Yep.
Thank you. Middle initial?
A.
Okay, and he identifies as male?
Yep.
And what's his date of birth?
The 5th of July, 2013.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we've got you, Maury, and Ben. Do you or Ben or Maury have any dietary requirements?
Yeah, our son Ben is celiac. He's super sensitive. So we typically don't eat out in restaurants and stuff like that because he has severe reactions.
Okay. And does anyone in your household take medications?
Just Ben.
Okay. And do you know does he have enough medication for the next 72 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. If for some reason you're out longer than that or you realize that you need more medications than you have, you can visit any one of the pharmacies here in town, even if it's not a pharmacy you would normally frequent. And a pharmacist there should be able to help you out with any medications you need.
Okay.
And I believe you mentioned that you had a pet.
Yeah, a cat.
Oh, a cat. Okay. Just one cat. Do you have enough food for your cat while you're evacuated?
Yep.
Great. So it sounds like food is something that we can support you with at this time?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. And how about a place to stay? Do you have friends or relatives that you can stay with while you're evacuated?
No, we don't know anyone here.
Okay, fair enough. How about clothing? You mentioned you did have to evacuate pretty quickly. Do you and your household members have an appropriate amount of clothing for while you're evacuated?
Well, I do, and I grabbed enough for our son, but my husband,
Okay.
I don't know what the heck he was doing, but he didn't grab anything. So I'm gonna need to get him some clothes because he's just got what he's wearing right now.
Okay, we can take a look at that. And as far as transportation, you said you drove here.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay for transportation while you're evacuated?
Yeah, we have our truck.
Okay. And as far as incidental, so those are things like personal hygiene products, toothpaste, laundry soap. Are those things that you need assistance with while you're evacuated?
I don't need anything. My husband, I doubt he grabbed anything.
Okay, we can take a look at that as well. So we're going to need to come up with a security phrase. This is to help us verify your identity if we need to access your file in the future to refer to it. Can you think of a memorable security phrase that is at least 6 letters long?
How about Kamloops?
Sure, I think that should work. And you might want to write that down just in case you forget it.
Okay.
Usually we'll ask you for your government issued photo ID, but just in case we need to ask you that phrase. So, Laurie, let's get you set up at a hotel. I will put in a request. Yeah.
Can we stay at the Best Western Plus? Some of our friends are already staying there.
Okay, let me just check and see if that's on one of our supplier lists. Yeah, it looks like it's on our supplier list. However, it depends what the availability is. I can put down that is your preferred choice, and we can see if we'll make that a priority and see if there's any availability. The Best Western Plus. Okay.
And do you think they might have a room with a kitchenette? Because, like I said before, we don't like eating out in restaurants just because of my son's allergies, so I'd really prefer to be somewhere with a kitchenette.
Okay. I will make a note also that is something necessary. That would be of high importance as well because that's obviously a medical reason. So I will put that on the request. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask about our cat. Can we take her to the hotel too?
Okay, that's a good question. There are a few that take cats, but again, availability. So I will make note of these 3 items when I put in the request right now. And it can take a few minutes or it can take a little while. Do you want me to put you on hold or would you prefer I give you a call back?
Maybe if you give me a call back, that'd be great.
Okay, sounds good, Laurie. I will speak to you soon.
Okay, thanks. Hello?
Oh, hi, is this Laurie?
Yep.
Hi, Laurie. It's Jennifer calling you back from Emergency Support Services.
Hi.
Do you have a few minutes?
Yep.
Okay. So, unfortunately, I was not able to get you into the Best Western Plus. They are full right now, so I apologize for that. The good news is we were able to get you a hotel room it's at the Coast Kamloops Hotel and Convention Center up on Rogers Way.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. So we did get a kitchenette for that, which is great. And they have said that your cat can stay as long as he has a carrier that he can be in. Is that possible?
Oh, yeah, he's already in one.
Okay. And what's really great, they don't always cover the pet fees, but they have covered it this time, so that's taken care of as well.
Okay, great.
Okay. So I've got you there with a checkout on January 14th. It'll say 10 a.m. on your referral, but you can check out whatever the hotel checkout policy is. You're going to want to follow that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make a referral for food then. You were mentioning that you would like to have a voucher for groceries so you can do your own shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, the nearest grocery store is Save On Foods. Would you like one for Save On Foods or did you have a different preference?
No, Save On's fine.
Okay. So the amount that I can do is $202.50, and the intention is that will last you until the 14th essentially. So it's for a few days.
Yeah.
And when you go shopping, you'll need to spend it all at once. They won't give you change, for example, if you don't spend the whole amount.
Okay.
So just want to think ahead a little bit there for the next few days.
Okay.
Who will be doing the shopping for that?
Oh, I will.
Okay. So we'll go with Save On Foods on Summit Drive, which is in the Sahali area.
Okay.
And just a note too that they'll only allow food items on there, so if you're buying other things like, garbage bags or containers, they may not cover those.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look at clothing. We just have a few options available. We've got Superstore, and we've got Value Village and Mark's Work Warehouse in that area. Did you have a preference about where you do your shopping for clothes?
Since it's for my husband, I think probably Mark's would be best.
Okay, and you were saying it was just for him? You and your son are fine for clothes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I can do a voucher for $150 for him, and our policy is that we generally only give out one voucher per person for clothing as needed. So if you realize that you're out longer than the 72 hours and you realize that you don't have enough clothing for you or your son, you can mention that, and that's something that we can take a look at the next time you come back.
Okay.
And will your husband be doing the shopping for his clothing, or is that going to be you?
Probably not. I'll do that too.
Okay, I will put that in your name.
Okay.
And Mark's Work Warehouse is on Hillside Drive. That's the one I've made this out for.
Okay.
And the same thing applies for that one. You'll want to think about what you want to buy, and you have up to a maximum of $150, and they do not give any change back for that.
Okay, and I have to use that right away?
You have until what did I make it for? I believe it's until the 14th,
Oh,
and it does expire at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're quite
okay.
specific about that, so you'll want to make sure you spend it or use it before then.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, and incidentals, so those are the things like personal hygiene products.
Mm-hmm.
How much stuff were you thinking that you needed? I think you said you grabbed some stuff, or
I did. My husband didn't grab anything. I know he doesn't have deodorant or toothpaste or any of that kind of stuff. And my son actually, I forgot to pack his toothbrush and toothpaste and
okay.
That kind of stuff.
So basically, you need some items for 2 people out of 3, you would say.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll make a voucher that's for 2 out of 3 of you, and it really doesn't matter. We won't know who you're shopping for, but we'll make the budget there kind of for 2 people.
Okay.
And then, so that means if you needed to at a later date, if you were still evacuated and realized that you need a few more items, you could revisit the reception center and just mention to them that you needed more incidentals.
Okay.
So the amount that I can do for you today is $100.
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay, do you feel like you don't need that much?
No, I think like $60 would be fine.
Okay, we can change it to 60, or the other thing I can do is I can make it so it's only worth for 1 person, and then that would be $50. What do you think is better for you?
Yeah, I think $50 is probably enough.
Okay, so we'll do that. So I'll put that down that's for Ben, and then you've got some left there if for some reason you need to come back.
Okay.
When you're shopping, and that's going to be you that's going to be doing the shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do it all at Save on Foods?
Yeah, we can add that to the Save on Foods and Sahali. So, shampoo, conditioner, and personal hygiene products. Okay, and just remember when you are shopping at Save on Foods, you're going to want to keep your food items separate from your incidental items. Those are going to be on 2 separate bills.
Okay.
Okay, so today we've got your voucher for a hotel, we've got your voucher for groceries at Save on Foods, we've got a voucher for clothing at Mark's Work Warehouse, and a voucher for incidentals at Save on Foods.
Okay.
So I should have this ready in about 30 to 60 minutes. We are open here at the reception center until 4. Are you able to pick it up today?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
we'll
wonderful.
be there as soon as I can pick it up.
Okay, that sounds good. So I'll put this together. It'll be in an envelope. Just when you get to the reception center, you can visit the table where the volunteers are. You will need a government-issued photo ID so they can make sure they're handing it to the right person. And when you get there, I encourage you to open up the envelope while you're there before you leave. Take a look at any of the paperwork inside there, and if you have any questions, really don't hesitate to talk to one of the volunteers.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Laurie, I hope things get better, and I hope you have a good stay tonight in your hotel.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.